Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Pettit. I am Director of Special Events with UCP of Central Florida, and I am here with Alex Lucci from University of Central Florida's Continuing Education. We are at Mission Barbecue on Cimarron Boulevard. We are here for Testimonial Tuesday, followed up closely by Great Lunch Adventures here at Mission Barbecue at 12:30 today. So after you're done watching our morning of fabulous webcasts, make sure to head on down here to Mission Barbecue on Cimarron, where there is a delicious beef brisket among other tasty things that I've already had this morning. So beef brisket at 9:30 in the morning, but that's okay. It was really good. So let's get right to our interview. But first, I want to thank Certified Best Roofing, led by Carrie Moreau. Certified Best Roofing combines hands-on experience with a commitment to customer care, bringing peace of mind to every homeowner and business they serve. So thank you to our sponsor this morning, Certified Best Roofing, and of course to Mission Barbecue for hosting us here at their Cimarron location. Alex Lucci represents the University of Central Florida Continuing Education. UCF-CE offers relevant and accessible credit and non-credit programs for upskilling, reskilling, micro-credentialing, training, professional advancement, and personal growth. As a dedicated advocate for corporate and customer training, workforce development, and community engagement, Alex plays a key role in building meaningful connections between UCF and Central Florida's business community. Welcome, Alex, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Fabulous.
Appreciate it.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about UCF-CE and what brought you to this position?
Yeah, of course. So first off, I want to say thank you so much to Mission Barbecue for hosting us, and the Heath Orlando Chamber of Commerce for hosting us as well. Being a part of Testimonial on Tuesday is a big thing, and our team is very excited about it.
Awesome.
So
Well, hi to the rest of Alex's
Yeah.
team.
Hi,
I'm sure
everybody.
you better
for
all
joining.
be watching
Yeah.
on Facebook Live right
Oh,
now
they're ready.
and texting him or putting messages in the chat
They're ready.
that John is reading.
Yeah. So for us, this is a big moment. For me, it's a big, really starting point for my time at the chamber. I actually am a double alum from UCF.
Oh wow!
So,
Okay.
So I'm
What are your degrees?
So my first degree is in health sciences.
Okay.
And my master's is in management with a focus on HR.
Oh, okay, great.
So I think me starting with UCF continuing education was kind of that natural progression, right? As a double alum focusing on training and development during my time in my master's program, I realized how much I truly do love the mission
Okay.
of what UCF supports, how we can support really this economic growth that we're going to be talking about a little bit more today as the backbone of everything that we do that kind of funds and runs this. So UCF continuing education really is a great place for anybody looking for, as you mentioned, that reskilling, upskilling, workforce development area.
Sure.
And it was honestly a great transition for me. I've been in my role about a year now.
Oh, great. Okay.
So I'm really happy to be part of this thing.
Fabulous. Well, talk a little bit more about how UCF-CE works with local businesses here in the community and creates those partnerships and opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think you touched on it a lot earlier, kind of with your intro.
It was very well written.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah,
Did I
well-
say your name right?
Yeah, no, this is so perfect because it truly is like a partnership. That's what we want to bring to other people. So my role on my team is I'm the client relationship manager, and I focus on corporate and customer training.
Okay.
I talk about how much we truly customize our training to the positions that we're working with. So actually, before we got started, you asked me, is this for one person? Is it for a big team that we work with? It's for everyone.
Okay.
And I think obviously throwing a blanket statement like that is exciting, but I'll narrow it in a little bit more for you because with your partnership with UCF-CE, we can offer professional development workshops for 1, 2, 3 people at a time, or as you mentioned earlier, bigger teams.
Okay.
I'm happy to work with any company and organization that is looking to train teams. Anything from soft skills, right? Management training, anything from communication to customer service. And the way that we do that is we can either, use a UCF faculty member,
Okay.
host those trainings, or we can do an outside consultant. And that can be done on site at UCF's locations.
Okay. So we can all go back to college.
Yes, literally,
Okay.
you can all come back and bring it home.
Do I get to go to the cafeteria?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, we can do whatever you
Okay,
need.
okay.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Customizable is true, or you can use Mission Barbecue for catering.
That's
right?
true.
Right on our campus. Or we can actually go on location to focus, or they can do it virtually. I think sometimes we see that people have a lot of strength and growth with the hybrid format. And trying to get people so we're happy to help out whatever.
So if I were looking for an opportunity for my team, and so I'm thinking about a particular area where they need some brushing up, or even just, I have a day every year where I'm supposed to program for this.
Yeah.
Do you have options where do you have like a menu or a book or a course
Absolutely.
catalog?
Absolutely.
Is the
Yeah,
appropriate
no,
term?
okay. It's really great that you asked that because a lot of these things are listed on the website. So if you go to www.ce.ucf.edu,
Okay.
so continuing education first, you can see a lot of the things that we offer in Facebook.
Okay.
So people are looking for something like, I'm not really sure if I'm seeing this. Most likely, they call our office or talk to me directly. We'll find a way to make it happen.
Okay.
Like I said, we get to use UCF faculty. So there's researchers, right? There's professors there who are essentially ready to go for us at any time.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something that's very niche and you're like, I'm not really sure, we can usually make it happen. We've had some interesting requests, and I think last night I was talking with somebody from, the office and colleges of photonics, right, and robotics. So thinking about like anything that's specific and general at the same time, like we're happy to work with you on that. And
what's the most unique one you've programmed so far?
for me in my role, I think biggest thing we talk about is not on my specific programming custom training team, but we have people focus so much on we're talking like robotics again. It's
Okay.
I think that we do a lot of things with aviation, and I think people don't think about that when they feel like, oh, perfect train, that's how it goes. It's going to be soft skills. There's so much more of that. We do a lot of technical skills, so I think building on that is something that we're very proud of.
Okay.
Our team is so versatile, and I think we have a lot of ability to do that because, like I said, it's not even UCS faculty and professors that we're always using. We can use outside consultants as well. So again, if faculty are unavailable, we're so happy to kind of look at our Rolodex and see build up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if we have individuals watching from the chamber, right, even from the greater Orlando community, who've been taking this fabulous conversation,
Yeah.
and they're looking to just better themselves individually,
Yeah.
as opposed to planning something for a team.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they have a small business, or maybe it's just because they're individually in charge of their own continuing education. How does an individual interact with your office? How does that work for one person who wants to do something?
Yeah, so if there's one-off person, we're so happy to help them out and assist. Like I said, I focus on programming training for bigger help.
Okay.
So having an individual come in is super exciting for us. We have professional development workshops for all.
Okay.
So we have
So you have already scheduled courses or
Yes.
presentations that I would
programs.
join.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So if an organization or like a small business wants to just come for a one-off presentation that we're doing, those can range anywhere from a half day to a full day to a 2-hour session.
Okay.
People are more than welcome to come by to our offices. Some of those are hosted online.
Okay.
Again, or if they want to do them at their own self-paced online, they can do that through the website as well. So they can go to the website. We have some online learning partners that they can use some online classes for.
Okay.
Or, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but we have professional development PDFAs, professional development for all. We have these online learning modules that people can easily access, and we're so happy and proud to share that. Truly, it's free. The strings attached. It's not like you get to the end and like, I'm putting your credit card. So like, come learn what we're about. You can learn some of these skills that I think most people are not going over. Or honestly, this can apply to us for learners.
Okay.
So professional development for all really is an initiative that's really proud of because again, that can sell like finance. Some things are like basic level finance, it can be leadership, it can be communication. Really, there's a lot of things on that really truly can apply to one of them.
And how would I find the PDFA?
Yeah, PDFAs.
Okay.
So same thing. They're going to be on our website.
Okay.
And if you go to www.ce.ucf.edu,
Okay.
on that main page, you're going to see either corporate training, you're going to see PDFAs, you're going to see workshops, which point. All of those are listed there. Or they can go ahead and call our offices or simply
On the phone.
On the phone, I know. Old school,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And
Yeah.
you're going to talk to a person. So Bina is our
Okay.
administrative assistant, and
Oh.
he is a master of all.
Okay.
Bina knows, I swear, everything that you need to know
Okay.
about what UCFCE offers.
And the best part is she's a warm human.
A warm human who
Okay.
is
Not a robot.
honestly, and we have people walk in our office sometimes just ask her questions, right? So we're technically right off campus, research Westland.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're UCF Digital Learning Center, and people walk in all the time, right? And they, greeted by a warm, friendly face.
Okay.
And I think that's a nice change of pace for us because I think sometimes when people think of online learning, they're a little worried that there's going to be no development. We're all here to help out and assist them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think makes UCFCE unique when it comes to community workforce engagement?
Yeah, so I think the big thing, like I said, was that those PDFAs are something that I really want to
Okay.
because I think you don't hear that a lot from education departments. It's more so like, again, that it's partially free and then there's parts that's not. We truly believe that education is for all. And this shouldn't be something that's not, right? And it's something that's easily accessible to everybody. So I think our wanting to outreach the community, right?
Okay.
That's accessible is something that truly gives me pride to show up to work every day, because I want to make sure that we really are reaching members of the community. I think for us, what makes us unique is that we are ever changing. Our team, every week, we are in meetings talking about what is the actual workforce need, what are the industry trends, what are the things that are actually applicable, and
Okay.
we will hold ourselves to that and make sure that we are evolving and adapting to the the ever needing changes
Okay.
of society.
What are some of the newer courses you guys have rolled out?
Yeah,
based
so-
on these meetings?
Well, I think some of
Don't tell me anything secret that's behind.
no, no. I
Tell the
think
public.
I would say a lot of things that are coming are exciting, but I think specifically a lot of it has to do with like AI,
Yep.
tech,
Okay.
things like that. But again, those are slow rolls. So we want to make sure that we're doing them very appropriately, right? And we're following kind of what the university's stance is on that. But again, my job is very customizable where we want to keep that with organizations.
Okay.
And hear what works best for them. So a lot of these really develops through consultation.
Oh, okay.
So usually what we do, a lot of our training is not 50 better. It's more so like, I want to make this very specific to you. So we'll meet with them, do a consult, and I think for us, the biggest thing is finding out like, all have an AI policy. What are your policies? What are your intentions? What are your plans? Can we build that with you, or is that something separately that you're going to do when you come back next?
Oh, okay.
So a lot of that has been tech, for sure. I think that's the biggest thing because that is changing.
Daily. Yeah. So what do you think has been the best part about being involved with the East Orlando Chamber in terms of its supporting your outreach and your nation?
Yeah, so I think one, obviously events like this, Testimonial Tuesday is great to give us a platform.
Yep.
But I think, so I think about this relationship, it's so synergistic because they truly allow for so many opportunities for us to get out with folks and people. Yep. You know, and I think for us, I get so excited thinking about like, I just went to my first merchant event.
Oh, okay.
And no, right? I met so many great people there. Sean was a fantastic presenter.
Yes.
And it was so cool. Hearing that like Trustco Bank was even supporting us and saying, come on in, they were so welcoming, and it felt that warm and friendly touch is something that like I feel like sometimes people like overestimate or overlook because we spend so much time behind the screen. You know, so all the events that really the Chamber of Commerce are hosting are really meant to organizations. And for me, I've been, a relatively new member, and I feel like there is support from every single angle.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know
Okay,
that.
Great.
I know that if I truly am like
That's not in the script.
I know, right?
I just have the question.
I
the
swear-
answer isn't there.
If I'm lost in the water, I can call somebody and immediately they're going to pick up like, all right, let's get you connected. Let's find somebody. Or,
Okay.
if you struggle at an event, they're willing to help you out, right? Like I didn't see one person at my last event alone in the corner. I feel like everybody was mingling and talking.
Okay.
If not, people are approaching them, setting this stuff.
That's awesome.
That's super helpful.
Okay.
Just very grateful for that.
Great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Is there a particular project or collaboration that you're really proud of right now that you've worked on?
Yes. So I think the biggest thing for me, and this is one of the biggest things, honestly, for my career so far, is we are partnering with Mitsubishi Power Americas, and we're actually providing them our management development,
Okay.
which is a customizable training, up to 48 hours of training time. We're training about 60 of their managers.
Oh, wow.
Hosting them on site at UCF People Education.
Okay.
And we're actually doing cohort style. So they have 2 cohorts coming and 1 cohort comes.
Oh.
So they're alternating months. So they're going to
Okay.
be with us for the next year.
I was going to say, so how long does it take to consume?
Exactly. So one cohort is doing 8 hours at a time.
Okay.
So that's essentially, like I said, going to take them a year to be with us. And I think
Okay.
it's a great thing because we're not only hosting this off the shelf training. We worked with their team. So they can build training that coincides with ours. So day one, they're Mitsubishi Power doing their training on site there, and then they're coming the next day to UCFCE.
Okay.
And they're actually using our team to finish out that program. So I think it's really exciting.
Fabulous. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a great partnership, and that goes through UCF's Pegasus partnerships.
Okay.
So this is a whole other division of UCF that really focuses on high-level companies and organizations that want to partner with UCF.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
They connect with partnerships. They refer them to us.
Oh, great. Okay.
Development. We met their team on site back in October, and it's been just a moving partnership. So I'm so happy that we get to meet with that team.
So has it started yet?
Yes,
Okay.
they just started. The first cohort was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
that first day, we got asked to do that.
That's awesome.
So I think the one thing to build on that I didn't mention earlier is that all of our trainings start with a consultation. We have a consultation with our organizations. Then, obviously, we talk about the services that we want to provide, offer them their training. They come in for the training and afterwards the evaluation. So
Okay.
we evaluate our facilitator and the actual training itself to make sure that they're satisfied with their service. So
Okay.
their first day, with us, we got excellent feedback. We're so happy to have them again. We'll see the new cohort coming up on July 10th. So they'll be here very soon.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
just coming back.
Yeah.
So what are some ways that you believe higher education and what their role should be in economic development? How do you guys feel that UCF should serve as that leader?
Yeah, so I think for us, I'm so glad that we set a leader in the community because that's really what we strive for.
No, I stole your answer.
I know, this is great.
Sorry.
No, I think for us, that's truly what we want to be. We want to be that world-class offering for people that's right there in their backyard, right? I think, obviously, everyone knows the UCF, right?
Mhm.
But UCF CE, I feel like we're kind of a small, mighty team
Okay.
that really wants to get out there and expand what we think more and show people that we truly are this backbone that is supporting our economic development and our growth. So not only are we supporting, our local economy here, but our team is served nationwide. So we're happy to bring UCF faculty, professors, and have them jump on a plane and go do some training
Okay.
nationwide, or use our outside consultants to do that. The big thing for us, though, is making sure that, again, we're adaptable to the needs of
Mhm.
whatever society trends, industry trends are kind of showing us the way to go. Because we want to make sure that we are completely supporting organizations when they need to mold and adapt to change. So we want to make sure that they are prepped, ready. Again, if that's management development, if that's some soft skills training, or that's technical training,
Okay.
we want to make sure that we are supporting our local community, but then that can branch out nationwide. And I think this is just the beginning for us in that sense.
Wow.
So this is very, very exciting because, again, there's sky's the limit with youth education. And I think, again, it could be a one-off person here or it could be a giant group of, any type of organization that's large number of their employees.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a quick break from that to
Of
remind
course.
everybody what's going on here. So I'm Brandon with UCP. This is Alex with UCF Continuing Education. We are down here at Mission Barbecue on Cimarron Boulevard for Testimonial Tuesday, immediately followed by Great Lunch Adventures. So after the morning of these live videos, make sure to come on down here for lunch. I highly recommend the brisket and the cornbread. Although they were talking about all the other delicious menu offerings and in fact,
cheeseburger.
what you can't see in the camera is Andrew's already in the lunch line, and they don't open for another 41 minutes. So I think he's already eyeing what he's getting for lunch. So come on down here after we are finished and have a delicious lunch with the chamber. So we go back to our conversations with you. So what are some of the ways that local businesses here can connect with or support UCFCE in your programs?
I think the best way to connect with CFCE is one thing that visit our website.
Okay.
I'll say it again.
Yep.
www.ce.ucf.edu.
Okay.
They can talk to the chamber events.
Yep. And meet you there.
Meet me.
Okay. You won't be in a corner.
Specifically, Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Social butterfly. I'm always out there.
That's great.
I think getting out there in the community through the chamber is a great way to do that. But obviously connect with me, one body face to face.
Yep.
All our offices, like I said, Bina is going to answer the phone for you.
Hi,
all.
Bina. I hope
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
watching.
It's
All these
407
shout outs, you better get watching. You better be watching.
407-882-4260.
Okay.
Again, or they can email me directly if they want to. So if anyone's interested in getting a little bit more information, talking with me over coffee, or just setting some time for setting this right for my team, absolutely happy to do that. I think it's my first last name at UCF.edu.
Great.
Alex.Lucci at UCF.edu.
That's fabulous. So I want to add a question here.
Of course.
Just thought of one. Okay.
Go for it.
So we have a big mixture of businesses in the chamber. A lot of big
Yes.
companies, big
Yes.
corporations, and we have a lot of small businesses, small teams, 3-4 people
Yes.
make up the entire business.
It's great.
I'm sure for a lot of the smaller businesses that are thinking this is too big for me, this is way over our head, this is way out of my budget.
Yes.
What would you say to a small business and a small team about how they can benefit from your program?
Yeah, and I truly appreciate that question. I think for us, it's talk with us, right?
Okay.
We're happy to work out something with everybody again. So big thing I think people stop them when we kind of that budget question, right?
Sure.
Right. This might be not affordable for us. This isn't something that we think might be extremely useful. Talk with us. We're happy to work with you on this. Because again, we want to provide a competitive but also very affordable price option for people around here.
Okay.
Because again, our team, and I wholeheartedly mean this, our team is 16, truly believes that it should be for everybody, and we don't want to place a lot of that on anybody.
Yep.
Or feel like people are being left out. So I think those professional development workshop series that we offer, those courses are great if they want to send one or two of their team members or all four of them to our campus, to learn a little bit more about what we do. Start online with the professional development for all online modules. Or again, they can reach out to us and I'm going to work out something for them. Again, we've had professors go and post 1 hour trainings for small students.
Okay.
Talking 4 or 5 people.
Yep.
Because we are absolutely happy to do that. We want to make sure that it's feasible for that team. And they're not seeing like, oh, this is way over my head and this is only 3 corporations. I think for us, really want to be accessible for everybody.
And what are some programs, thinking of your course catalog,
Yeah.
that you think might be attractive or might you recommend to small business?
Yeah, I think big thing for us, again, are I can't stop saying this, the soft skills. Okay. Effective communication is something that I think a lot of people overlook for customer service.
Okay.
We see a lot of organizations that kind of run into circular blocks there. Another hot topic that I think always does well for us is emotional intelligence, or leading and managing multiple teams. So if there's somebody who's a manager and they're in an industry that caters to bigger generational differences, I think we find a lot of excitement in that group whenever people come in, because there is just a wild variety of things, right? And I think the great thing with that course is it's fun to sit in the back and just kind of like hear how each industry is a little bit different. Each organization is different, and how each generation is different, and how they approach things. So that is like a hot topic for us.
Okay.
Because again, it's fun to learn about too, but truly will help you be a little bit more efficient in your day to day and how you're interacting in a non-traditional way.
Yep. Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
What is something surprising that people might not know about continuing education development here in Orlando?
Yeah, I think it's that we have touch points. I feel like in the industry, we are not siloed into one area. We really will do public, private, any type of nonprofit. We really want to make sure that we're reaching and accessible to all people.
Okay.
And I think people, when they first think of CE, they're like, all right, well, if it's continuing that department, right, it's going to be a lot of online learning, potentially corporate training. That's just bigger organizations. But for us, we have so many touch points and we're involved in so many areas that you don't realize. Big players for us too. That I like to always mention is City of Orlando. Right? We're actually about to train one of our trainers. And
okay.
De-escalation training. And I think it's so cool to see, Michelle Dussault from our communications department go out and actually truly affect something that people are going to see when they're taking their afternoon walk. Right?
Yeah.
The Rangers are prepped and ready with UCF's knowledge. I think that's so exciting for us because the touch points are truly right in front of you, and you might not even notice that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have? Sorry, I missed that one. Okay. So, what has been your most memorable East Orlando Chamber experience so far?
I'm very excited about this one because for me, it was the first time I actually went to their offices and spoke with Katrina.
Okay.
So Katrina, VP Operations, hands down, is so supportive.
Hi, Katrina.
Yeah, fantastic. And truly made me feel like I was part of the community as soon as I showed up. And I am not kidding when I say that. She sat down, she's like, how can we get you involved? What can we do to support UCF and how are we going to work well together? So she made me feel like, one, an individual person.
Yep.
Two, that she wants to support our team, and then showed me ways that I could support her in her areas.
Oh, great.
Which was great. And then three, that we are the big community, right? I think her just kind of opening up my eyes to the big scope and the reach of continuing education, the Chamber of Commerce, workforce development on this scale with, again, smaller organizations, our nonprofit area and government. It's something that I'm so proud of. That's awesome. Yeah, Katrina's fantastic, and I'm just so grateful that she's part of the team. I'm glad that she's here.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions, comments in the chat? Anything before? I just don't want to miss them if somebody's been commenting. No, okay, we're good. Okay, great. So talking a little bit more between the relationship between UCFC and the Orlando Chamber, and if you could describe that in a phrase, what would be the phrase you'd use to describe that relationship phrase?
Okay, I think this is a really good one. I'm going to use the word I used earlier with UCFC, so with the Chamber of Commerce, are a synergistic partnership.
Okay.
And I truly believe that they offer so many opportunities for UCFCE to share all of our offerings. And I think this is one great example of that. This is, again, tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
Again, Merchant Mondays, Testimonial Tuesdays, there's so many great things that I just started going to.
Okay.
Again, and now there's going to be so many networking events and opportunities that I can do in person. But again, there's also so many online things that they're allowing us to do too. That's a great thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think their directory is packed with so many people who are eager to work with other organizations. So our relationship is that they're supportive of us. We're definitely supportive of them. When I was in there talking with Katrina, she was already talking about how she's trying to do a little bit more initiatives with military and veterans.
Okay.
Starting January 1 of next
Oh,
year,
okay,
right?
great.
She was like, eventually we want to do some research Parkway. Well, we obviously have all
Look at
these
that,
areas,
your neighbor.
right? Exactly, literally in our neighborhood. So we're thinking about, seeing if we can partner with them to host that, or at least support them when they're there at Research Parkway.
Awesome.
Our offices can
Okay.
hold up to about 200 people at a time.
Really?
So yeah, so
Oh, wow.
we have dedicated classrooms and areas. So I think that's the big thing is that again, we truly can support any initiatives that they're bringing in. So even if it's not with the chamber specifically and their staff, I'm sure they have an organization or team that might want to use us as well. So again, it's just a blooming partnership, and it's something that we're very excited about because not only they partner with me, UCFC, they partner with multiple touch points at UCF, talking about relations, and certain other areas that truly are big players in our community.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being a part of our Testimonial Tuesday this morning. I want to thank Alex and UCF-CE for being here with us.
Thank you.
And I also want to, again, recognize our sponsor, Certified Best Roofing. Isn't just about putting on shingles. It's about delivering peace of mind. With an unwavering commitment to craftsmanship and care, their team treats every aspect like it's their own home. They go beyond the basics to make sure that every roof is not only durable, but done right the first time. So thanks to our event sponsor, Certified Best Roofing. Speaking of events, we have a couple events coming up on the calendar that we want to make sure that you've got on your calendar. Next Level Real Estate and Trades Network presentation by the East Orlando Chamber of Commerce is dedicated to bringing industry professionals together with valuable referral sources and resources. This event fosters business growth and community development through dynamic networking opportunities, all in a fun after-hours environment. So join us for the Next Level Real Estate and Trades Network event at Lee Vista tomorrow. That's Wednesday, July 2nd. Come connect, collaborate, and elevate your business with industry leaders in real estate and trades at Rock and Brews Lee Vista from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock tomorrow, July 2nd. Check out the referral wall and bring a friend to get an extra ticket to the drawing to showcase your business. Next up, we have the Economic Interchange Breakfast. This topic coming up on July 16th is navigating global trade, tariffs, strategies, and opportunities. And that will be July 16th from 8 to 9:30 at Bonefish Grill on Lake Underhill Drive. That will be, so join us for the Economic Breakfast featuring Roger Colon, Program Director of the Central Florida International Trade Office. With extensive experience in both public and international trade sectors, Roger will break down the current trade landscape and share practical strategies for navigating tariffs, leveraging global opportunities, and accessing available resources. Learn best practices for tariff mitigation, explore tools to support international growth, and gain valuable insights to help your business thrive in an increasingly global economy. Register now on the Chamber's website to secure your seat. We've got one more. Secure your spot for the East Orlando Chamber's Business Expo. That will be on Wednesday, August 21st from 5 to 8 p.m. This is the Chamber's biggest event of the year and the most powerful business building event that they have. With over 600 plus attendees and 175 exhibitors, the EOCC Business Expo is your opportunity to spotlight your business, expand your network, and make meaningful connections. Gold members and above receive a complimentary exhibitor table. So listen here, if you're a gold member and you're tuned in today, you get a free complimentary table. However, you still have to sign up. You better do that soon because they're going to start selling those tables to others if the gold members don't sign up. So if you're a gold member and you want your table and you haven't signed up yet, you got to do that now. Silver members can reach out to the chamber at eocc@eocc.org via email for more information on how to purchase their table. Space is limited and tables are not guaranteed without registration. That's you gold members and above. It's not guaranteed without registration. So don't wait, claim your spot today and be part of the buzz. Every year, there's businesses, both gold and of all levels, that say, oh, I wanted my table, but I didn't get it. Well, now there's tables, now's your opportunity, and you've been told. So grab those tables, sign up. Thank you again, Alex. I appreciate being part of the event. And we'll see all of you here at Mission Barbecue on Cimarron Boulevard for great lunch adventures after our next couple broadcasts. Thank you.
Thank you.